like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Quite a last course on this Thanksgiving. M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Thanksgiving night wraps up with the continuation of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. And a big one in the AFC North. The Cincinnati Bengals meet the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. Right in. 11 MT. 11 MT. Got.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And who's tough to break down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Big 13. 11. 11. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
1st down.
Stop. Right 80. 12. Stop.
Now Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Higgins sent in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a first down.
1-1, ready? First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Here's Brown, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 1, ready?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Stop. Stop. 180. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll take this one in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 4th TD grab of the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. B.J. Hill. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
On play action, here's Jackson. Rolling to the left. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week.
Here we go.
So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. 180. 11. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yards there.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Burrow here on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
11, here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Demetrius Knight working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
Warren. You turned it.
Jackson now on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Done, gun. Done. 180. Done.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run here with Brown, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
On one, ready? Here we go. 180. That.
Burrow to throw. And that is incomplete.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bengals attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
180.
Play action now. Jackson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
180.
Again, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Start.
Burrow now to throw on first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Gun. Start. 11 MT. Start.
To throw is Burrow. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Start.
To throw is Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On one, right?
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Right, 80. Right, up. Start.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson moving to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Second down, Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
At their 48-yard line.
11.
They bring Chase in motion. Now second down throw for Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 33 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he will get into the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Hey, middle. 180!
From the gun, Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 2.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
At the Ravens 17-yard line.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. 11 MT. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And the Bengals are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
Goal at the 2-yard
Stop.
line.
Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
Hero. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Higgins
Right, 80.
sent in motion. Burrow here on second down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Right, 80. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th and goal. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. A throw left side, blocked by Andrews. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. Inside the 10, it is caught. He will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kaz Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Here's P-Rock. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go. Biggs.
Now it's P-Rock. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go, here we go. Got.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's fourth down.
Here we go. Got. 12. Got.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Yusufov. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run. It's P-Well. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this was a win for the visiting Bengals. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving.